Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm doing our next 7 to 10 days readings. This will be for Capricorn. Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. You can also watch this if you're dealing with a Capricorn, but only take what resonates. Don't force anything to fit. If you have any significant Pisces placements, I have a second channel that's exclusively for Pisces readings. I do daily readings over there, so you might want to check that out. And thank you to everyone for liking, sharing, commenting, for subscribing over here and over there if you've done that as well. I really appreciate it and it helps me out a lot. Okay, your cards are flying, so we're just going to get going, Capricorn. So let's see what's going on for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the next 7 to 10 days from whenever they're watching the video. It's coming up for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the next 7 to 10 days. Okay. I have any mic. I hope you can hear me okay. I hope it's clear. I hope it's consistent. Let me know, okay? Some feedback would be appreciated because I've been trying to find a good mic. All right. Bottom of the deck. Well, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful, Capricorn. A focus on family, celebrations. This could be, I get all sorts, like weddings, christenings, housewarming parties, family gatherings for different occasions. Could also be a focus on long-term commitment. Let's see. Could also be retirement party for some of you. Current situation, the Magician. You're definitely completing some sort of a cycle and you're now starting a new one. Whether that's a new job, a new place to live. Going from being in a committed relationship to being single. Going from being in a committed relationship to taking that to the next level. It'll be different for everyone. Let's see. In the challenge position, we have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. And we'll see why it's the challenge. In the foundation here, we have the Devil. Well, that could be why. For some of you, there's an external party influencing a commitment. An external party doesn't always mean another person after your partner or your spouse or trying to interfere. It could be with the King of Wands. But it could also be where someone's prioritizing their work over the family, or someone's prioritizing their career, or they are living like they're single, but they're supposed to be, you know, in a committed relationship. There's something where it's unhealthy behaviors here. Recently, we have the Lovers, choices, choices. Someone has a choice to make. Someone has a choice to make between two people, two job opportunities. They're already in something and they're tempted to go somewhere else, however that applies. Or for some of you, that you're dealing with someone who's non-committal, they're afraid of commitment. You could have been together for forever, you could have children together, you have assets together, and yet they don't want to get married, they don't want to make it official. They have a fear of doing that. Or it's a situation where it's a bit messy, like technically they're still married to someone else, like on paper they're still married to someone else, but they have a life with you now, and it's almost like, well, why don't you just make everything clear and official? And they're hesitant to do so. On the mind, we have the Eight of Wands. Communication, fast-paced energy, unexpected messages. It could also be some sort of a heated exchange, because I feel like you're getting frustrated. You've been frustrated. Okay, what's coming up for Capricorn? We have the Star, we have the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. This could be some sort of ultimatum energy for some of you, Capricorn. I feel like you have to put your foot down and hope for the best, right? Is what I'm seeing here. Or hoping you get chosen, or hoping, yeah. Hoping you're going to get chosen. Hoping they'll do the right thing. Hoping you will be on the receiving end of whatever this opportunity is. If someone else has to make a decision between you and someone else, if it's in a personal situation, if it's to do with work, it's like putting your foot down, you know, asking for what you want, explaining why you deserve it, and then it's like hoping for the best. Let's see, what else do we get here for Capricorn? The Star, Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. This could be where someone's giving you an ultimatum. Someone's giving you an ultimatum. You need to be home more. You need to be more invested here. You need to make more time for this. Because you're pulled in a lot of different directions. You got a lot going on. You could be a businessman, businesswoman. You could be an entrepreneur. And it's difficult enough balancing everything, but it's almost like someone now is putting more demands on your time to where they're asking you, they're telling you that you need to make it clear what is your priority. Where is your priority? Because you've been trying to keep it 50-50, and I feel like someone's saying that's not enough. That's not good enough. What else for Capricorn? Justice, the Seven of Swords, and the Hermit. If you're the one giving someone an ultimatum and you're hoping for the best, I feel like you might have to go through with the ultimatum. You might have to go through with the threat that you are making and walk away from the situation. If this is the case, if what you're involved in is unclear, there's something off about it, they don't want to make it official, they're still tied up somewhere else, and you know, one of them messy, you don't know where the lines are, you can't quite define your situation type of relationship, okay? And even if it's at work, it's like where you do the work of a manager, but they don't want to make it official and actually promote you to a manager's position. You know, everyone knows you're doing the job, but you don't get the pay that you should be getting. You don't even get the title that you should be getting for the work that you're doing. And I feel like recently you had a different choice, a different option presented to you. It's a healthier choice than this. It's a healthier situation than this. So now with the Magician, you're trying to have an honest conversation with your current situation to be like, listen, I don't want to go if I don't have to. However, you've had enough time. I've been very patient. I've been very understanding. I need to see something. You need to make it right. Okay? And I feel like you're dealing with someone who, they think you're playing games. They think you're playing hard to get. They think you're playing games. They think you're never going to leave with the Queen of Swords. This is someone looking at you like completely unbothered. They might even say, Capricorn, you do what you got to do. But they're absolutely convinced you're not going anywhere. So you might have to show them that you actually know your worth and you're prepared to act on it and do the right thing by you. If they're not going to do the right thing by you, you're going to do the right thing by you. Okay? Enough with the sabotage, enough with the self-sabotage, enough with the settling, enough with the being over-giving. And you might turn your back on this whole situation. And if that's your scenario, that is the right decision. Okay, if you need confirmation. If you're dealing with someone who you don't know where you stand with them, you're on the list of priorities, but you're like, well, I shouldn't be on the list of priorities. I should be at the top, you know. And whatever dynamic this applies, you might be having a conversation with them. You're telling them what you want, what you hope, you know, what you think you deserve here. You're making a genuine, honest plea, okay, with the Ace of Cups and the Star. And it's not a threat. You're just kind of putting it out there. Listen, this is how I feel. This is my ideal situation. What I would love to see happen. What you can make happen, right? If you don't, I really need to reconsider some decisions. And if that's the situation, again, you're dealing with someone who, for some reason, they're not taking you seriously. And you might have to walk away from it. It's almost like going against your own heart with that Seven of Swords because you're fully invested here. That's where your heart is with the Ace of Cups. However, you recognize, Justice, Hermit, that the situation is not right. Okay, with the Devil card in the same line here. You recognize that it's not right, it's not clear, it's not healthy, it's not fair. And chances are it's never going to be. Okay, because you've tried everything to get through to this person and they're still not taking you seriously. or they're not doing right by you, however that makes sense, Capricorn, okay? So this could be a time of, you know, handing in your notice, breaking up, filing for divorce, or looking at the paperwork, taking someone's name off the paperwork if you're not married because they don't want to make that official for some reason. You know what I mean? You're saying the bottom line, Capricorn, is I'm giving you an opportunity to do right by me. I'm giving you one last opportunity, because I've been giving you opportunities. I'm giving you one last opportunity to do right by me. I really want to do this with you. I want to stay with you. But you have to make it right. And if you don't, I'm going to have to look at my choices and make different decisions. And it looks like you're going to have to do what's right by you, Capricorn, because whoever you're dealing with, for whatever reason, they're not going to do it. They're just not going to do it. I feel a lot of it has to do with the fact that they think, oh, we have so much history together. Capricorn's not going anywhere. You know, Capricorn's not going anywhere. This is just our life. This is just how things are. Capricorn's not going to walk away from that. We have stuff together. We have assets together, you know. Capricorn's not going to walk away from that. But it's almost like they're disregarding this emotional plea that you're making, where you're talking about what you need to get from the situation, what you deserve to get from the situation. You know, it's like they're completely bypassing that. It's like white noise in the background. And it's almost like they're looking at you with that Queen of Swords, unimpressed. And it's like, oh, Capricorn's being cute, you know. Oh, they're talking to me about what they deserve again. I don't know what this person's problem is, but they see your worth, they see your value, they see what you deserve. They're choosing not to give it to you. And that's what I don't like. That's what's negative and toxic, actually, and manipulative and controlling and restrictive in the situation. It might have started off from a healthy place, but it deteriorated very quickly because someone put themselves first. And it's one of them where you don't use your voice enough times, you just lose it eventually. And when you do use it, it's like it's not heard. That's what I'm seeing. Okay? But Capricorn, listen. You know what you need to do. You see your worth. You know what the right thing to do is. You know what you deserve. You're giving this person yet another chance to do right by you, even though you don't know them that much either. Yet you're doing it. But at the same time, it's like I'm hoping for the best, but I'm also at peace with the fact that if I got to do this, I got to do this. If they're never going to do right by me, if they're never going to change, I got to take charge for myself. So it's like I really hope I don't have to do this, but if I do, I'll do it because it's the right thing to do. Okay, it's what I deserve. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here for you, Capricorn. And that's, you know, that's not bad advice in general. No one's going to do right by you if you don't, at least if it doesn't start with you, you have to do right by you. You set the tone. You show other people how to treat you. You teach them how to treat you. If you let someone, and I'm not talking about you specifically, in general, right? If you let someone get away with stuff, they're always going to get away with stuff. It will become the norm. It will become the default of your connection, whatever type of connection it is. Again, if you don't use your voice when you should, eventually they don't care about your voice. So when you try to use your voice, it's almost like it's not even heard. You're not saying, you know what I mean? They don't hear anything. Because that has become the default in the connection. And we've all been in those types of situations, myself included. But if it's gone that far, which it's pretty much set, right? You see that concrete block? That's the solid foundation of this dynamic. That is the solid foundation of this dynamic. You do not hold the power. You do not have a voice. They do whatever they want to do. It's all about them. Okay? And that is the nature, I want to make it clear, that is the nature, that is what the nature of this relationship has become and what it has been. In this person's eyes, at least. That's how they perceive things for a very long time. To them, it's set. To them, this is just life. This is just what we do. And you've been dreading, 9 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, seeing how unfair it is, seeing that it's not balanced, seeing that your efforts are going unnoticed, seeing that you're just expected to give. You're just expected to give in. You're just expected to just shut up and get it done. To not even be a priority, to not even be a consideration. You've seen it, you've watched it. And you've been hoping that this person wakes up. You've been hoping that they do right by you. And it's not happening. So unfortunately, they're giving you no other choice but to detach, right? Become this King of Swords. Justice, King of Swords. Because you see the truth. You know what's right, what's not right. And you're in a place where you don't want to, but you're at peace with the fact that if that's what I have to do, I will do that because it's not right. If you're not going to make it right, I will make it right for myself. If you're only going to think of yourself, I have to think of myself because no one else is, you know. So Capricorn, very empowering reading. It's been a long time coming, I feel. Good news is you've learned some valuable lessons in terms of what's fair, what's balanced, what's right, what's not, how far you can go, how far you're willing to give, where your boundaries lie, how you teach others to treat you. Those are very valuable lessons. Those are crucial lessons because you will apply them moving forward. You cannot change this situation. This situation is what it is at this point. It's too far gone. And the point of it was not for it to transform. The point of it was for it to be what it is and to get constantly worse so that it transforms you. And when you have reached that point of understanding, then it's up to you to take action and put yourself in other types of situations where you can apply the lessons that you've learned. Okay? So I hope that makes sense, Capricorn. It's a very empowering reading. So I hope it comes across, all right? And if it's not making any sense to you, watch your other placements because not all of you are dealing with the same thing. These are general, okay? I'm going to leave it there. Good luck with everything. Look after yourself, okay? You have to put yourself first and take it from there. Set the tone, not in a selfish way, in a healthy way, okay? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.